Join me today as we unlock the secrets of audio. Bum, bum, bum. I used to be a normie and had a very basic understanding of sound in music. Bass was theater shaking, ground rumbling, car alarm setting off-y thingy that people craved like third graders craved candy cigarettes. Mids were where all the good sounds were, and for some reason everyone wanted to cut them. And the highs. Honestly, I didn't get the highs. I preferred alcohol. But seriously, what were they? And who really cared? And then I had my aha moment. I remember it as clear as day. It was 3 weeks of pure bliss. Someone holding my hand and showing me how to listen for the very first time. I was hooked. Those 3 weeks changed my life forever, and now I'm here to change yours. My goal with this video is to take your basic understanding and meddle with some sounds, so that way I can take your audio knowledge to a higher level. So we're going to start with bass. Bass is the lowest frequency range that we're going to talk about. We pretty much are breaking it up into 3 categories. We have bass, middle, and highs. So let's start with bass. Bass is the lowest frequency range. It gives you the lowest tones, not lowest in terms of volume, but lowest in terms of tone. Lowest tones, lowest in terms of tone. Tone, 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 tone. So some bass instruments may include a kick drum, a bass guitar, a synthetic bass, 808s. Those are some of the instruments that you can get, but you also get a lot of bass from the deepness of your voice. You can get bass from the rumble of the city around you, from the droning of annoying sounds like jackhammers and all kinds of other unharmonious things. As with anything, too much bass and you can get something that sounds fat and flabby. But if you have too little bass, then it'll sound thin and empty. So for music to sound whole, you do need bass. Sorry, Leia. Mids are the most audible frequency range. Vocals, guitars, and most instruments fall in this category. The mids are where you get a lot of your clarity and engagement from your sound. It's what pierces through and what our ears focus on most. For vocals, we have various different ranges within the mid-range that voices fall into. You have the low mid-range, which is like the deep male voice or baritones. The mid, or middle people, normal people, everyday, regular people, tenors, stuff like that. And then you have the high mid-range, which is, say, like female singings, sopranos, or, as I said before, our ears are most sensitive to this frequency range. So when we think of sound in general and what do we hear on a daily basis, most of the time what we're thinking of is the mid-range. Now we move on to the highs. The highs also sometimes are referred to as treble, and they can give you a sense of shrillness or sharpness. But this range is actually pretty important. This is where you get a lot of the airiness and brilliance and presence in your music, and without it, it sounds empty and dull and lifeless. Some instruments that, kind of live in the high frequency range are flutes and bells and whistles. Now that we have an understanding of each frequency range, let's do a little listening demo to see how all of these frequency areas really interact with each other. A song that a lot of people recommend to test music out for listening for the first time because of its variety is Bohemian Rhapsody. Due to budgetary constraints, I was not able to license that song, but I did get the next best thing, a song that I found in the YouTube studio that is free and it won't hit me with a copyright violation.
Sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Now that we got that fun listening experience out of the way, I have some homework for you. I know, you didn't come to YouTube to get homework, but when you come to Morty, you do. So, the homework is, next time you're listening to music, pay attention to what you're listening to. One of my favorite phrases that I say a lot, which honestly starts to annoy people, so I'll try not to say it too much to you guys, is actively listen. Try to be an active listener. When I listen to music, whether it's with $20 earphones or $1,800 earphones, I try to actively listen to what's going on. I try to hear where the bass is, where the highs are, where the mids are. You know what those are now because you watched my video. But actively listen for those things. Pay attention. Don't just put music on in the background. Take a minute or two of your next time you're listening to music to really listen, to actively listen. Listen for an instrument or a sound in a song that you didn't know was there. Listen, hear something for the first time. I'm a bit of a metalhead, and there's a metal song that I like a lot that there's a really heavily distorted guitar and it comes in really rhythmic, and there's a kick under it that I didn't hear for the longest time. And then I went to listen with a good pair of headphones with a high quality file, and I was able to hear the kick really separate from the really distorted guitar, and it was like, whoa, mind blown, I didn't know that was there, cool. So yeah, I want you to have your whoa, I didn't know that was there, cool moment, and share it with me. I will make you an audio file after all. If you're worried about your local audio nutjob knocking on your door and forcing you to drink the Kool-Aid, then click and subscribe and watch another one of my videos. That's the only surefire way to keep the nutjobs at bay. You might even say they're trebleable. Enough joking aside though.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.